Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just filming a stockpile prepper haul for you guys. Today it's going to be my first one for the month of July. So I'll run through the items and the pricing. So I actually picked up some fennel seeds from the international aisle from Woolworths. 250 grams for $2.50, guys. That's so cheap. Because if you get the little, the Coles and Woolworths brand glass jars, I think that's $2.90 for like 30 grams. So massive steal. Have a look at your international aisle at Coles and Woolworths, or if you have like a Middle Eastern grocery store or like an Asian grocery store, go check those out first because they're often going to be cheaper than your local Coles and Woolies. I also picked up a couple of these sardine cans. I don't eat sardines very often, but I figured I'll just grab two of, I guess, each flavor and option just to have in the stockpile. I think this was $2.40 from memory. It was $2 something. So I picked up two of these. You can have them with rice. You can put them in a sandwich. Very versatile item, and you can eat it straight from the can. Doesn't need to be cooked. I also picked up the John West one. I think this one was $2.40 as well. Let me quickly check. So guys, the John West one's actually $2.80, but it's currently on sale for $2.20. So have a look at this if it's something that you want to add to your stockpile. Another thing, oysters. I love oysters. I love fresh oysters, but I also love the canned smoked ones as well. These are currently only $1.50 at Coles and Woolworths, but I find the Coles smoked oysters are nicer than Woolworths. Personal preference, guys. And oysters are high in iron as well. I'm probably going to grab more oysters, but I've just grabbed two for this particular shop. I'm going to build up my stockpile for this particular item because I know I love this. Some new items. I got this Plum Rose Cocktail Franks. These are usually $5 for a 400 gram tin, which is probably pricey for a canned item, but I did pick it up for half price at Woolworths this week, sale to $2.50. I only grabbed one can because I want to try it first to see if I like it before I stockpile it. So if you guys end up seeing this in my stockpile, you'll know that I really enjoy eating it. Another thing I got that is new to the stockpile is some mango slices in syrup. It was $1.55. I only picked up one tin because I wanted to try this first. So what I plan on doing with this is either probably making a dessert or a smoothie of some sort with this. We'll see how I go. You can eat it straight from the tin, guys. But I only picked one up because I'm not sure what the texture will be like or if it's sweet or what the flavor's like. That's why I recommend only getting one item to try before you stockpile. Even if I say the item's good, guys, still don't stockpile it. Just buy one to try first, and if you like it, then stockpile it because your taste buds might be different to mine. I also picked up some of these Middle Eastern Arabic seasoning mix for the stockpile. Well, actually, I'm going to try this first, and if I like it, then it's going to go in the stockpile. It's $2, and it was on sale for $1, so half price from Woolworths. The reason why I find this handy for your stockpile is it's very convenient, guys. And if you're having a rough day and you can't be bothered to cook a meal and you've got limited resources, something small like this will be very, very handy. The package says it serves 6, and this entire box I only paid $1 for it anyways. Again, I've got to try before I stockpile. If you end up seeing this in my stockpile, then you know I really enjoy it. Two different flavors, shish tuk and shawarma. Forgive my pronunciation if it's not correct. I also got, well, actually didn't buy this one. This was already in my pantry. The salmon. John West canned salmon I really, really love, but I've got to wait for it to go on sale because it's $2.70 at the moment, and I normally stockpile the John West canned salmon when it's half price, so $1.35. I think the reject shop actually sells it for $1.30 as well, so I'll have to go and check because their everyday price is $1.30 at the reject shop. Coles and Woolworths do sell their own brand of canned salmon as well, which is cheaper, but I find that it tastes different. So I prefer the John West canned salmon. I do have a couple of these in my bug out bag actually. I uploaded a bug out bag video yesterday, I think. Go and check that out. These little tins are handy because it's convenient. I can chuck it in my backpack. I do also have bigger cans of like canned salmon and canned tuna, but I also like to have small ones on hand as well. I actually just finished filming cooking for my pantry video, which I'm probably going to upload next week, which means I used up one of my big cans of salmon, so I'm going to have to replace that soon as well. Again, some of these canned tunas, Coles brand, was 90 cents, I think. See, the Coles and Woolworths brand tuna, I'm not too fussy with, and it's cheaper. But the Coles and Woolworths brand canned salmon, I'm a little bit fussy with. It is cheaper, as I said, but I prefer the John West one when it comes to canned salmon. Canned sardines. I like to purchase these. This is a plain one in spring water. I like to purchase these from Woolworths because I find it's cheaper. And this is not for me. This is for my dog. You guys can eat this as well. It's human grade food. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I just like to have a little stockpile for my dog. He loves eating this with some rice and veggies. Quick and convenient. And sometimes I do buy like a fillet of salmon or barramundi to cook it up for him. But this is a cheaper option. So I like to have a couple of these on hand. I've got 4 here. I'm going to slowly build up on that stockpile for him. And I think I've got 1 or 2 cans in his bug out bag. Yes, my dog has a bug out bag, guys. And a new item here, some textured vegetable protein. This is something you can add to your spaghetti bolognese, your shepherd's pie. It essentially kind of imitates minced meat. But I figured this is probably a good item to put in your stockpile because it's obviously dry, and when you rehydrate it, it's going to expand. So it's going to be a lot more volume, obviously. And it was only $2 for 200 grams. So yes, it worked out to be about $10 a kilo, similar to, I guess, pork mince. But you guys got to remember, when you cook this, it's going to expand. And it's dry, so it's easier to store in your prepper pantry. Whereas you can't put pork mince in your prepper pantry. I mean, you can put it in your freezer, but what happens when the power goes out? So I figured this is probably a good option to add to the stockpile as well. Anyways, this wraps up my stockpile haul for the month of July. I'm probably going to do another one next fortnight, and we'll see how I go. Well, I do pick up 1 or 2 extra items each time I shop, but that's not going to be a very interesting video for you guys. So what I'm going to do is collect all the items that I purchase for my stockpile, and then I'll try to upload a stockpile haul every fortnight. Fingers crossed I can. Please like the video if you enjoy this type of content, and subscribe if you haven't already. I do post content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Sometimes I will post bonus videos as well. If there's a particular topic you want me to cover, drop it in the comments or go onto my community tab and put it in the Q&A section. That way it's a bit easier for me to track. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.